Joining me is Mukund Olety, CCO of VML. And Mukund, this is the first year after the merger with Wonderman Thompson. So tell us, what kind of expectations do people have from you at this point, and what are the pressures you're facing?
It's the first year of the world's biggest creative company at Cannes. So I think I'm excited. I think the world is excited, and there's a lot of expectation because it's like two very big mega entities coming together. I think the world is looking at us, and it's almost like looking at us for a direction of where our industry itself is heading. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm hoping this is a great year for us.
I remember 2022 was a spectacular year for you. I think 9 Lions and 1 Grand Prix. But then 2022 was lackluster with no medals. How do you think 2024 is going to be?
Every year is a new learning. I keep telling people that nobody goes back as a loser. If you win, you go back as a winner. If you don't win, you go back with learning, right? So nobody's really going back as a loser. And 2022 was a Grand Prix, amazing day one. So the feeling kind of lasted all 5 days. Last year was just a shortlist for a very, very big client, Unilever. So I think that's something I'm very, very proud of because that's work that's actually making a difference to people's lives. And this year we have 10 shortlists for 2 campaigns. One is for Times of India and one is for Coca-Cola. Like, how big can the brands get, right? So 7 shortlists for Times of India and 3 shortlists for Coca-Cola in entertainment, for music, and in PR.
Right.
So I'm very excited, keeping my fingers crossed.
And which is the campaign that you're most hopeful of?
Look, there's a lot of momentum Times of India is coming with, right? It's got a DNAD yellow pencil, and I'm hoping, something converts here, right? And but what I'm more really excited and passionate about is Khalasi, the song Khalasi for Coca-Cola. The case study is called Sing to Remember. I think this is one of those culture shifting pieces that almost like made a Gujarati song famous in an entire country. How many times have you even heard of a Gujarati song, right? This was the first time you heard
Gujarati rock.
Gujarati rock.
Fusion, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And look, though we have diverse languages, many languages, diverse regions, diverse population, I think pop culture wise, it's dominated by Hindi, Bollywood, or English, right? Of course, there's regional, but it's so limited to their own region, right? Punjabi is a little bit like a spread out that way, but I think like Gujarati, Assamese, Kannada, these languages you don't hear as songs, right? So I think just getting a Gujarati song to be part of pop culture itself is amazing, and that coming from Coca-Cola, which is truly about connecting people, bringing people together, I think that was like a perfect fit.
And it actually took a long time for a cult song like that to come out of Coca-Cola, for that matter, because I remember Coca-Cola Pakistan, Coke Studio Pakistan,
Yeah.
was very, very famous.
Yeah.
And then I think Kasuri,
Yeah.
was on top of charts, and for Khalasi to kind of get there, it was
Yeah.
a big achievement.
Yeah.
So of course,
Yeah.
kudos to you guys
Yeah.
for kind of
Yeah. So
propagating that
this
as
is
well.
the first year of Coke Studio Bharat,
Yeah.
right? So, and in the very first year, there is a song that's kind of like topped all the charts and got us to where we are. Not one is because of the music itself, and one is the story behind the music, right? Which is about diversity, which is about inclusion, which is about celebrating the unsung languages of India. So I think that's a big story for us.
Fab. And you were also on the health jury.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about your experience there.
So, judging health and wellness was a phenomenal experience only because I think you kind of judge the work that will actually go on to make a difference in people's life, right? Like, it could be one person, it could be an entire population, but that's the kind of work that makes a difference. But what was different about this year's health and wellness winners are, it wasn't purely about purpose. It was also about that injection of humor into the work. It made the jury laugh in the room. And yes, purpose was still celebrated, but that something that brought laughter was celebrated a lot more this time. So that was a welcome change.
Fabulous. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for speaking to us,
Yeah.
Mukund, and all the best with all your entries.
Thank you so
May it all
much.
convert.
Thank you so much. Cheers.